It's the weekend, ain't got a care in the world. Opening up bottles with my girls. It's time to get right. It's time to get right. We gon' be the ones with our hands in the air, looking great, feeling good. Interrupt, I'm wishing that you would get right. It's time to get right. It's been a long week. Boston made me mad. Boyfriend tripping. Car didn't have no gas.
Well, hello there, guys. I'm your host for today's show. My name is Erica, and this is my co-host, my beautiful wife.
And I'm Shantae.
And we are the McDays. Well, let's get started, baby.
Come on, girl. Come with it. We ready.
I have a question for you real quick.
Come on.
If I gave you $1 million right now.
Okay.
Don't get too excited because you know I'm broke, girl. Don't do that. If I gave you $1 million today, name me 3 things that you would buy.
So,
or what would you do? What would you do?
first, I'm headed straight to Louis Vuitton.
Oh, hey, that's for real.
And you know I'm serious, right?
Oh, dang. You serious?
Yeah.
A Louis Vuitton, $1 million, and the first thing you would go
I'm
buy.
headed straight to Louis Vuitton.
What are you gonna buy? A person what?
Everything for me.
Okay, and what else?
I might buy you something.
Like what?
I don't know. You don't like stuff like that. You don't like these labels.
You could buy me some shoes. You could buy me a house. Wait, forget the shoes.
Girl, I want no house. I told you I need to live on the 30th floor in a nice condo. I don't want no small.
We are not the Jeffersons.
Girl, and I'm gonna move right
Well,
on up.
moving on up.
Girl, I'm moving right on up. Excuse me, ma'am.
Oh.
You asked me what I was
To
doing.
the east side. We finally got up.
You know what? Are you trying
Know
to
what I would buy?
You're not auditioning.
No, do you know what I would buy them?
What?
I'd buy you a new set of lips for that mouth of yours, cause baby, child, let me tell you something.
Tell me, girl.
That mouth of yours.
What about it?
Do everybody out here know what I'm talking about right now? Do y'all know? This girl got a mouthpiece, so I take $1 million
Okay.
and I'd invest it in your new mouth, so you can stop talking all that crap to me.
It's gonna get. a new mouth.
Anyway.
I'm gonna still be
Okay.
sarcastic,
Next
so-
question.
You asked.
Next question.
Excuse me. That's only one thing.
Okay,
That's
so
3.
tell me this: what are 2 things you used to get in trouble for when you were little?
Talking too much.
And that's why I would buy her a brand new mouth. And what else?
I don't know. I was a good kid. I just talked too much. I had a fly mouth.
You did? I did too, because that was one thing I used to get in trouble for a lot. But my mama was different. Like, today's title of the show is Black Mamas Be Like. And I think if you grew up in a black home and you had a real black mama, there were things that our mothers would say to us that, I don't know, it didn't work, it didn't stick then, but we think about it now, you know, like, black mamas be like, I brought you in this world and I'm gonna take you out. You be scared then, like, dang, you did bring me to the world, but
How you gonna take me out?
why would you want to take me out if I'm your child?
I got that a lot because I got a fly mouth.
So your mama would tell you that?
Yeah,
She brought you in this world, she'd take you
And
out.
if anybody got a problem with it, come see her.
Really? What else what were some other things that your mama would tell you?
No, stop. So I was on the phone with my best friend last night, right? Her daughter came in there. And she said she was playing on her dress and stuff, and all I heard was black mamas be like, you better TikTok your ass on the out of here. I was dead. Like, I laughed so hard.
Would your mama have said that to you?
Probably, yes.
My mama wouldn't. I never heard my mama cuss.
Different black mama. I had a real black mama.
So your mama used to call you out your name?
Everything. I was bitch, hoe, everything, depending on what I did.
Did that offend you though?
No, because my mama.
But it would have, some things my mama would say to me would offend me. She wouldn't cuss me out, but she would say, she would say certain things that,
Like what?
she would always tell me, I'm gonna tell your daddy. That was enough.
Girl,
She would tell my daddy, I was scared of him. I was scared of my dad, but I wasn't scared of my mama.
So the difference between me and you is you had all your parents in one home. It was just me and my mom.
That what
right?
difference did that
So
make?
my mama threatened me to go to my daddy's house. You know, I lived in Arlington, nice house. My daddy lived in the West Dallas projects. So, you know, I was a little scared.
Yeah, you was forced
I
to go
wasn't
over
trying
there
to
in the
go
hood,
over
huh?
there. And one day I did something and she put me over there for 2 weeks. And that was the best, you know.
She would threaten you and stuff like that for real?
Excuse me, my daddy didn't play.
He didn't. Let's see, some of the other stuff that black mamas would say is what? I'ma slap you in the next week. You better hush. I'ma slap you in the next week. Like, who wanna go from this week to next week that fast? You know what I'm saying?
You? Like, it's you.
Why would you say that to your child?
know. She did, though.
Okay, what else? Tell me what else.
I don't know.
Get somewhere and sit down before I knock you in the next week. Yeah, I just said that, didn't I?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to slap the color off.
I'm gonna slap the color off of you. Yeah, for real. Like, dang,
Dang.
my color gonna be.
But your
missing.
mama, but see, I don't see your mother, I don't see her saying these things. Like, I had a...
I don't think she ever did. She just threatened to tell me.
So these things we done looked up, your mama never said.
Okay, what
This
about?
all my mama. My mama done probably said all these and some.
Okay, what about stuff like when you was going outside? Don't slam a damn door.
No, come home for the street light, come on.
Ooh, baby, that was a good one. That's a good one. Cause if you did not make it home for that street light came on, now we did get in trouble for stuff like that. But yet and still, my mom never cussed. So at the end of the day,
Excuse me, no, just hear the street light come on. Me, you know, Miss Petty.
Yeah.
The street light already on. What I need to go home for? I'm already in trouble.
out there being
I mean,
fast.
what I'm gonna go for?
Out there being fast, out there
I
past
would never-
dark.
I mean, I'm just saying. It was
But
already
what would you
on.
be doing? Why you
Regardless-
couldn't follow the rules?
Regardless if it came on, so I was already out, so it don't make no sense to run home for what? It's
But-
already on.
but that's the
I'm
whole-
gonna get a whooping regardless. So
That's
I might
the
as well
whole
just go and
point.
stay out there.
No. You didn't do that. But you know what? I didn't abide by the rules either. So
Yes, you did.
no, I didn't. I was bad. You better ask somebody. If my mama, if you are watching this show, you better let her know that I was bad. And the bad part is I wasn't bad until I got a little bit older. My dad would do stuff like try to take my car keys and you can't drive to school. You gonna ride to
You had a
school
car, I
bus.
had to ride the school bus.
That's all right. I
I
had
had to
me
ride
a
the school
car.
bus. I had to catch Dart however I get there.
I had that.
My mama was
Hey,
not trying to have it.
that's all right.
I had to sneak my mama car in the middle of the night, you know, while she's sleeping, and then come back
Shoot,
to
I
go
did
bump
that
in the
too.
back seat. I done
I
ran
did
into
that too.
something. So,
Right.
You know, I just wanted to just leave.
Right.
Just I was done.
You be in the house, you know, and you be little.
She was like, "How you run into this?" I was like, "I don't know. Somebody came by and hit me, but I ran into a parked car." So, you know, I was good.
You got a whooping.
I got more than a whooping. We're not gonna talk about that though. You know.
Wait,
That's me.
it's not a whooping, it's a beat down. Yeah, I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna beat your ass.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you get. Or get from out from over here. Give my business. You stay in a child's
What
place.
is get from Afro?
Get from out from
What
over
is
here.
get from Afro? What kind of language is this?
How would you how would you spell get from out from? Get from out from over here.
Get from out from over here.
That's another smash word. Get from out from over here and go sit down. What is sit down? Sit down or sit down. Go sit down. That's some grandma stuff though. That's some real
But these
grandma
are things
stuff.
we dealt with coming up though. We heard all this. Don't
So
hang
did
up,
it-
don't hang up friends in my house.
Right, when I'm gone.
Oh.
Don't answer the door.
No.
Don't answer the door.
No,
You better not
listen.
answer that door when I'm gone.
No, this the classic one. The classic one. You ready for it?
What?
I ain't Keisha Mama, so I don't care what Keisha Mama did.
I ain't kidding. That's for real.
I'm for
Mama,
real,
I don't
like-
think my mama ever said that.
See,
though.
that's what I'm saying here, man.
No. My mama would say stuff, you know, little stuff like, you're supposed to be a life lesson, you know, those aren't your friends, and don't be hanging out with them. And why was I always the one to hang out with the ones that my mama always told me not
You
to
was
be
probably
with?
in Bible study trying to make, make a track.
Girl, I was trying to fit in. I was trying to get
in Bible
in.
study at church 3, 4, 5 days a week. She in there probably.
Hey, I didn't have a
church.
choice. I had no choice.
See, I didn't have.
Opposed to what would your mama used to say?
Mom said go to sleep.
We're gonna praise Jesus right in
No, she
this
was like,
house.
I don't have to go to church to praise the Lord. I'm gonna read this book and you're gonna get out my face, and when I'm done, we're gonna all pray about it.
Okay, so we was talking to Marcus yesterday. He said something like, you was saying, don't let your mouth write checks, your ass can't cash. My mama never
Well,
said
I wrote
that, but I
all
don't
them
know.
checks. I wrote all them checks.
What do you think that
I never
meant,
could
though?
cash them.
What do you think that meant?
What you mean? I mean, you say something that you can't back up.
I mean, but why would you say that to your kid?
Cause she's your kid. I say this to my kid now.
Okay, but
Don't
does
you
that
ever-
affect? Don't you think that affects children the way that black mamas sometimes talk to their kids? And not to be in an offensive way, but we say stuff out of anger when you yelling at a child. But do you really think that stuff stuck?
No.
Did it help you?
Yeah.
When?
Because I think
like
about
now?
my mama, like when I make choices, when I was in school for real, just for real. I had a real black mama. Mama would show up at the school in a moo and be like, don't let these people call me, and I had to leave my job or leave my house to come get you.
See, my mama never did that though.
You ain't had no real black mama.
I didn't. Does that mean?
Mm-mm. You ain't had no real black mama.
No,
my
my mama was
show
just.
up my mama showed up at the school in her moo. You couldn't put on.
Oh, I bet
clothes.
that was so.
You ain't have on no
embarrassing.
bra, titties just swinging. You showed up at the school.
Were you that bad?
Baby, I was
Shantae?
trying to run out the back door and
But,
she was at the front.
but
I
were
was
you
not.
that bad?
I was. I had a mouth. I wouldn't shut up at the class.
That $1 million purchase. When I get this $1 million, I'm gonna help this girl get a new tongue and some new lips, so you can stop talking all that smack. Anywho, black mamas be like, "You got McDonald's money? You going and you in the car ride with your mama. You could be hungry. You know, at school they don't feed these kids but a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You get in the car, Mama, I'm hungry. Can we go to McDonald's? You got some McDonald's money? Never mind. Ain't got no McDonald's.
It's a classic one though. You know how when you go to school or whatever, you know it's the first day or whatever, and you know your mom give you a little pep talk at the beginning of the day. Hey, look, it's your first day. Make sure you're good. Make sure you speak to all your teachers. But if a kid hits you, make sure you hit them back.
You hit them back. I
If
care
I
what
hit
you
them
do.
back, then they gonna call you and here you come. Then I'm getting in trouble again. So what was that?
Did you ever have to put yourself in a situation where you had to hit
I
a
had
kid
a
back?
mouthpiece. I talked myself out of everything.
Man, I used to fight. It didn't even matter to me. My mama used to have to get on me. Now, don't you be up there running your mouth. Erica, don't you put your hands on nobody, because I would. I remember, look, when I was little, my mama was growing this tree. We was living in Garland. She was growing this little tree in her front yard, and she had just planted it. And it was this little white dude in the neighborhood, and he was kind of like the bully. And he came and he stepped on my mama tree and like bent the branch. You know, it was a little baby tree. Man, I beat the bricks off that little boy just for tearing up my mama tree. I mean, I was a fighter, but I'm a true McDade. And if anybody knows the McDades, I'm a true one.
Well, I'm not, because I'm not a fighter. I'm a
But you
McDade.
got this shirt on
I'm
like
a McDade, but I'm not a true one, I guess,
It
because
says
I'm not
McDade.
fighting. I'm not fighting.
But you talk a lot of smack to get into it with somebody. You talk enough smack.
But then I'm gonna talk the smack, and then I got you. You got the backup.
Mm.
So I'm the talker, you the fighter. We make a great pair.
So your mama told you to go out there and just put your hands on people.
No, that's your mama.
No, you said your mama said if such and such hit you.
I mean, that's the little pep talk she tell you.
That's a pep talk?
Yeah.
I don't think that's no pep talk.
How? Then my mama hit that. She hit me with that. Do I look like Boo Boo the fool? Well,
Boo
girl, who is Boo Boo?
Who is
Why
Boo
am
Boo?
I a fool? I'm just saying.
Boo Boo the food. Okay, so y'all, I just think that sometimes like the things that our parents told us back in the day, it made us who we are. Even though some of these sayings, you know, they harsh. You know, like telling your kid that you're gonna slap the color off of them. I need all my colors. Look, I can't be walking around with a half-sided white face and black. Nah, that ain't gonna
You know, I was
work.
bright, so I was always in the sun, so I made sure I stayed dark.
Anyway.
Don't start.
Okay, so let me see. Black mamas be like, who you think you talking to?
You already said that.
No, I did not.
Oh my gosh. Boo Boo the fool.
No, who you think you talking to?
Who you think?
Anyway, let me go. Let me go ahead and say what I was gonna say. We're gonna move right along. Okay, so black mamas be like saying all this stuff to us that I don't know if it's supposed to help us or whatnot.
I don't know. We live in a different generation now. So, I mean, we say some of this stuff like when we get mad, but it ain't like it was back in the day. It's a little bit, you know, more relaxed.
But my question is, do you really think the way that
Of course
our
it
parents talk to, do you think it affected us in a good way? Or do you think it put fear in your heart?
I feel like it put fear in me because I was scared of my mama.
But then why do we keep going back and doing the same things? You know what I'm saying? If your mama say don't do something, for example, the one where black mamas be like, when we get in this store, Don't you ask me for nothing. Don't you touch nothing.
Cause you ain't getting shit.
You ain't
That's my
getting
mama.
nothing.
You ain't getting nothing. And I go right on in there and touch everything I could.
Right, but so do you really think that stuff helped?
It
No,
did.
it didn't. All it did was make us say it to the kids
Let me tell you,
nowadays.
it made a scene in the stove.
So you went in the store and caused
I'm
the scene.
telling you, I was
Yeah,
the
I did
petty,
too.
I'm the petty one.
I did too. And I still ended up with stuff in the daggone basket.
I'm
too.
telling you.
Black mama
They make all this
mean.
stuff and then be talking about, ain't gonna buy you nothing, get to the register. Just hurry up and get out my face. Put it up there.
Yeah. And then when you get it in the bag, they don't give it to you right away.
Mm-mm.
They make, you gonna go home and eat some dinner first. You gonna eat all them beans and Brussels sprouts on that damn plate.
I don't know what house she came from. We ain't eat
Well,
that.
we ate beans. My mama had 4 kids and we
ate beans and
corn.
weenies, you know.
No, we ate beans and cornbread and greens and stuff that stuck to
I guess
you.
my house was a little bougie because we had pizza on Friday. We got our own pizza.
That ain't bougie. That's not.
I'm just saying.
That ain't
We ain't mean
bougie.
weenies though. Did y'all eat that?
I
See what I'm
don't-
talking about? That church. See what I'm talking about? I just want to know, did y'all eat that? Do you know what a bean
We
and
ate-
weenie is?
we
girl?
ate
and then
stuff
to spice
like
it up, you put that barbecue sauce in it, give it that little flavor.
No,
make it
I really
extra.
don't remember eating
See what I'm
beans and
talking
wings.
about?
But we
Okay.
ate beans though. And my mama would do something like put some meat in it the next time, let the beans, I'm gonna freeze them.
Are we talking about red beans or pork and beans?
We talking about red beans, like,
Nah, we at the
Good
pork
old
and beans.
country red
We're going to
beans.
go get them pork and beans. You're going to chop the little weenies up, and then my mama going to add that little barbecue sauce to give it that little flavor. And then we're going to have this whole meal.
nah, we ain't do the
See what I'm
beans
talking
and
about?
weenies. We didn't.
See what I'm talking
But
about?
my mom, she was a cooker. Your mama was a single mother. She had to work 3 or 4 jobs. She didn't have time to cook.
Let me tell you
My
what she
mom, on the
did.
other hand, she worked 8 to 5, came home, and she
I
cooked.
worked 2 jobs. I was at home by myself, and let me do something.
That's why you was eating pizza and beans and weenies, because mama didn't have time to cook.
Excuse me, ma'am, but then she had time to throw a frying pan across the room if I got a smart
I bet she did.
Baby,
She
I
should've
have
threw that
dodged-
iron
I
cast
dodged
skillet.
all of them. Dodged them all, and then go outside and pick your own switch. So you think I'm smart. I'm
Okay,
gonna go
so
out
what
there,
is that all about?
go outside and pick your own
You go
switch.
outside and come back with a little bitty stick like this and get.
And then my mama thinks so she petty, so she go pre-pick switches.
Uh-huh.
She gives me the option to go pick a switch, and then she gonna braid them together with her the switches she picked and the one that I picked.
And I bet you she didn't catch it either.
What you mean she catch me?
Did she catch it?
And then I thought I was smart. I'm gonna go in there and put on all the panties in my panty drawer. I'm gonna put them out.
Oh, you gonna
So
put
you
on
ain't
the
gonna feel
panty?
nothing. And then she hit me with that, take your clothes off. I was like,
Yeah,
I done
see?
did all this work and still didn't work.
And you take forever taking your clothes off.
Man, say.
That's why my
No, I'm gonna take
my
my
mom
mom like
used
gone and get it over with. I ain't got time for this.
I used to, my daddy would just whoop me. It wasn't no taking no
sick of
clothes
that.
off. And I would give him a run for his money, honey. I would kick, scream, roll, and he make them talk. And why when black parents be whooping you, they talk. You better not ever do this
And then
again.
they hit you with that. Do you love me? Excuse me, ma'am. You just gave me this whole whooping.
Yeah.
And you better stop crying. What
Yeah.
you crying for?
That just
Excuse me,
hurt.
ma'am. You just whooped me. What you mean what I'm crying for? That
Yeah,
hurts.
that hurt. Yeah, black.
And then she
mama.
like, you better. I had to stop crying, honey. I had to fuck it up. I'm telling
You
you,
be-
she wasn't playing because she'll come back for the second one. My mom wasn't playing with me. None of
Hush
that.
all that
None of
up.
that. But the way she got the face to let it go.
That's
None of
funny.
that.
But I really honestly think moving on to the next portion of the show, it's all about I think some of the things that I went through growing up and experienced, just taking my parents through. I took my parents through a lot of stuff. I was bad. When I got into high school, I started getting into trouble and stuff like that. But I think some of the things that my mama tried to instill in me then hit me now.
Right.
So it made me be the strong black woman that I am today, and that's one of our subjects today is strong black women in America, and not just black women, women period. We some strong individuals, and I think that God made us a little differently because we can bear a lot.
We can bear a lot.
I feel like we can bear a lot. I feel like we can take a lot more, and I think we have a nurturing,
Right, a
you know what I'm
nurturing
saying,
spirit,
nurturing
correct.
spirit in order to help others. You know what I'm saying? So, and then just to be a strong woman in America, y'all, there's a lot of women out there raising babies on their own. They have to be the mother and the father.
5 kids, 6 kids.
Yeah.
And they doing it, ain't on no kind of assistance. Every day. We some strong individuals.
We are. What do you think makes a woman strong as far as like a woman that has to raise 5 or 6 kids or multiple children in the home by herself, what makes her strong?
Jesus Christ.
I know that's right.
Baby.
And that's on a spiritual level. That's
Like, for real, that's real. Like, I'm sure she wake up, she said a little prayer, get me through this day, make sure they don't act up, I ain't gotta do nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot.
Yeah, and then I think sometimes it's tough and they be wanting to give up, but the love from that you receive from your children makes you, you
Keep
know what I'm
going
saying,
every day.
keep going and not want to give up and not want to have to, you know, push that kind of stuff away. Some women, they do things differently. They chase after men before they take care of their kids. That don't make you strong, but I get it. You know what I'm saying? Also, we tend to be the head of the household. Not saying, okay, let me say it this way, because in a heterosexual relationship, it could be different. When there's a man and there's a woman, I would hope that the man is in his position. You know what I'm saying? But I'm speaking from a lesbian relationship. I'm the dominant female. I feel like, and we don't have kids, but I still feel like I'm a strong black mama because,
have Haven.
oh my gosh, we don't have to bring Haven.
Excuse me, I'm so say we don't have kids, another show.
Right. Well, we bring her on. Okay. We do have a daughter.
Oh, okay. So
And her name is Haven.
get it
and
together.
we'll talk about that some other time, because y'all don't know that. Y'all are like, what? They got kids? Okay, we'll talk about that later. Yes, I do.
we have plenty of God kids.
Right, we do. We have plenty of God kids. But in that, I think that we're strong women because we're head of our household. That means you have to make sure bills are paid on time. You got to make sure that the business is being run properly. You got to make sure that everything is taken care of. The house is clean and, you know, all this stuff. I think that makes us strong too. We tend to be the ones to hold it down.
I mean, that's true, but in our household, it's a little hard because we're both like strong women. Like, so we bump
You're
heads
right.
a lot. Like, look, I paid this, you paid that, and you know,
Yeah.
like, I mean, so we try to split everything down the middle, but sometimes we do get hot headed.
I think just because we both headstrong, our backgrounds. I'm always been the one to always be the one to pay the bills.
You do, girl. You be
step
saving
up.
money and pulling money from out here, and I just be spending it, girl. I be
I
happy.
cannot.
But I'm just saying, you do. You're the saver. I learned a lot of my saving techniques from you.
That's what strong.
I mean,
that's
that's
what
true.
strong women do.
I'm telling you,
You gotta look out for your future. I mean,
First
that's
got together, the bank account be on zero, but now it don't no more. I don't be so quick to go spend everything that I have. I kind of like, oh, okay, well, let me see if it'll take me through the next week, or you make sure everything gets paid. I mean, I appreciate you for that.
well. I appreciate you for saying that you can learn. You know, from me, because I learned some stuff from you on just being a strong black woman and not giving up, because there's been situations where,
Right.
and you know, I break down sometimes I break down and get into a situation where I'm like, oh my God, my business is not gonna make it. But I have so many supporters, and hey, shout out to all my clients and all my friends that support me with Platinum Barber Studio. But that's what makes me strong is you.
Yeah,
You
'cause
always
you have days, you do, and I know it's hard. I know it's hard on your feet, your legs. You come home complaining, but at the end of the day, I am the one that's pushing you. You can do
You
this.
are.
This is your
You are.
this is your
I give it to
passion.
you.
It's not just like you getting a paycheck and you're doing this because you love it, and that's the
Uh-huh.
difference. When you're in a career and you're doing something that you love, versus just getting it in there for the paycheck or getting it for the money just to pay the bills is a totally big difference. But sometimes you need that extra push, and that's what I'm there.
I know.
I walk up in the shop and be like, look, what you need, let me clear out the clippers,
Yeah.
what blades need to be replaced and
Right.
stuff like that. So you gotta
Right.
have that back mom.
I mean, you do, and another thing about being a strong woman is we're super women. I think we can handle a lot at one time. You know what I'm saying? We can handle a lot as far as the things that we go through on a daily basis, whether it be anxiety's kicked up, your blood pressure's high because you had a stressful day.
Right.
You come home, you still cook, look after the kids, you doing this and you running back and forth, you're only getting 4 or 5 hours of sleep at night, the whole night, and we still get up the next day and still keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? We still keep it running, and I think that's important, which goes into being able to become your own boss.
Yeah.
First, you got to learn how to be strong and hold yourself up always, and you've taught me that.
So let me ask you a question.
What?
What does it take to be a boss?
What it takes to be a boss, y'all. It's very, very simple, but these are simple things that you have to abide by on a daily basis in order to become the successful person that you want to be. I don't care if it's you want to be a doctor, or you want to be a barber, or you want to be a lawyer, or you just want to work or the police department or whatever
You
the
just want to
case
work for
is.
yourself.
Right, or you want to work for yourself. That's right, because running a business takes a lot.
It does.
Some things that I learned in running the businesses that I have, and I say businesses because I have numbers of businesses.
Excuse me, we.
Okay, we.
Ha.
Okay, we have several businesses. First, you have to learn how to follow your passion.
Sure.
If you do not follow your passion, you're not gonna get out of it what you really think you're gonna get out of it.
True.
Because, so like a lot of people, they go to college, they get these degrees, they get out of college, they don't chase after whatever it is. So you just spent $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 to go to school, and then you come out and you're still not doing
You're not
nothing.
doing nothing.
You're
You
not
went to
doing
school for.
anything.
Mhm.
So I think before I say what I was gonna say, not only the passion, it's got to be a desire. There's something you have to desire. That's the only way you're going to be able to work towards it every single day of the week. I think you can vouch for this. I eat, sleep, drink, freaking barbershop.
Oh, yes, we know.
I do. Every day I'm looking at
Drink,
somebody edge up or
TV,
somebody
YouTube,
locks. Right.
everything.
Yeah.
Oh, what I can do. And then you look at the stuff like, what can I, okay, I'm just a barber, but I don't just want to be a barber. I want to do other stuff. I want to
Right.
do locks. I want to do braids. I want to tap into other part in the beauty industry.
Right, right.
So you do. You sit at home and you watch videos and be like, babe, look. And I'll be like, yeah.
Yeah, you know what? You could have a little more interest in what I got going on. Because
I,
these little babies we getting into
Excuse
that
me.
we going to talk about,
yeah, pretty penny.
reborn. Anyway.
Don't do me.
Anyway, sweetie, we were talking about what it takes to be a boss. Okay, so I have a question for you. When you came along, were you expecting to get yourself involved? So involved in my personal businesses that
No.
Why not?
No, I mean, you're a barber. Oh, okay, yeah, she got it. She got her little stuff or whatever. I didn't know the flip side of it. Like hey, I got to sit at home. I got to put this schedule together. I got to organize stuff. I got to do all the stuff behind the scenes for it, even going in the shop.
Right.
To make sure it runs smoothly. I didn't know anything about that. Let me tell you, when you see barbers, oh, they got a pocket full of money. Oh, I'm winning.
Right.
I'm going to keep it moving.
Right.
You know, and so,
Right.
I mean, that's how literally how people
So you
think.
hooked up with me because you thought you was winning.
Excuse me, ma'am. Don't do that.
She hooked up with me because she thought she was winning.
No, I didn't.
So you hooked up with me because I was a barber. You knew I had all
You
my
had a lot of
money.
stuff. You had your magazine. You had your barber. You had a lot of stuff. You were very successful.
I think you using me.
Excuse me, ma'am.
You
Because in
using
the
me.
beginning, if we go back to our story, who got who?
You ran after me.
Oh.
Y'all know the story. She chased me. And she was chasing after these barber pockets. Barber pockets.
These barber pockets.
Yeah, you was all up in them.
I was not. Excuse me. When she met me, I had 4 jobs. I ain't need her.
Yeah, you did.
4. 1, 2, 3,
You
4.
needed me.
And you made me quit all of them except one.
I needed you to help me get as far as I am.
I mean, and that's true. And we gonna keep going. We have an empire we're building.
We
this
are.
platinum brand we building. I mean, we gotta have something to leave our legacy to, and we gonna have a name. People gonna know who the McDays is out there.
Yeah, and we're gonna make sure that we leave a positive impact on everybody, whether it be the funny side of us, because we funny, but we have a serious side. And another thing along with running the business is you have to develop some type of business plan.
True.
You have to do like a 1 year or a 10, a 1, a 5, and a 10 if you ask me.
I'm still on 1. I ain't got the 5 and 10 yet.
See, you know what, we gonna talk about that one day. Y'all, you so last minute.
I am.
You have got to get out of there because when you're running a business, miss, I'm in school to get my business administration, your little bachelor's.
But I had to change my degree because I didn't want to do that. I decided I didn't want to be after no kids.
I know, but with this business
Yeah,
administration,
because
we are
business
going
is gonna build
to
our empire.
run our empire by a year, 1 year, 5 year, 10 year plan. Is that okay with you, ma'am?
Yeah, that's why I got you for. I just
Right
followed
on.
mine.
Right on. Another thing you have to do, you guys, dedicate time, energy, and money. I got the energy. Shantae don't
She
got
got the
energy.
money too.
You know.
I'm just saying.
Sure.
Just being honest. You got the time.
Look how I'm looking at you.
Time, energy, and the money. I buy the Ultra Boost, the Clippers, the everything to keep you motivated.
That's all right. But what if these needs go out? You gonna go to the shop and wear the Ultra Boost and use the
No,
Clippers?
I'm gonna
and-
find you a chair that pumps up over
Oh!
so you can still do the choppers.
So you wouldn't get in there and bag me up?
Excuse me, they don't want a haircut from me.
Nah, y'all don't. Y'all definitely don't.
I don't do
Shantae don't do hair.
at all.
But you really good at helping me run these businesses though, and I really, really appreciate that. But real talk, you do have to dedicate time every day, day in, day out. Make sure that you are dedicating time to your business. If you don't have time to dedicate to it, then you're not gonna get nothing out of it. You have to put time into everything that you do as far as running your own business. Because I tell you one thing, what I won't be doing and what I plan on not doing ever for the rest of my life is applying for a job and working for somebody else. It is very important to me, and I saw that growing up. It's important to me to know, hey, you can do this. 12 years in the game, I've done it. It's been a struggle, but you have to make sure you're dedicating time. Put the energy, and you got to know that it takes money to make money.
It do.
So you got to spend it in order to get it back. That's real. And don't do it like Shantae, because she be in my pockets. Then I don't get it back. Then I can't invest it in my daggone business.
You do get it back.
How?
I get a paycheck to get the
Let me
profit
borrow
too.
$100.
You got it.
Yeah, see, you had to think about it. That ain't even cool. Let me borrow $100.
You have it, yeah, you have it.
Lies.
You got it.
Okay, so when we get up
So,
out of here,
what's yours is mine.
when we get up out of here, everybody is my witness. I'm gonna need this $100.
Okay, so what's yours is mine, and what's mine is mine, and what's
You got me messed up. Can we repeat that? Say that again.
What? Come on, we're gonna say it together.
No. What's yours is mine, and what's mine is mine. That's what you said.
Yes.
Negative. You tried it. That does not work like that. Not in our household.
You know,
You gonna make me throw something at
don't do that.
Okay, anyway.
Let me see. I started my own business. You know, I went out there. I started Platinum Biz Popping. It was cool. I'm not a baker, but it was cool. Like,
It was my money that I invested the money into the business. Let me stop her right there. Now continue.
I did. I started my own business. I was at home. Thank God for Erica. When we got together, I got to sit at home for about 2 years and didn't have to work or anything. She told me just to take a time out and just take a time out and chill.
Take a breather.
So I got bored. I got on YouTube and I started my business, Platinum Biz Popping. My cake pop business was
booming.
Okay.
I'm
talking about I had major companies contacting me. I need 500, 800, 1,000 cake pops. And I was making them by hand, all by myself, me and Erica, day in, day out. So now we have the cake pop business and the barbershop business.
Right.
And we had all these businesses. It did get overwhelming.
It was very overwhelming because it was nights we didn't sleep.
It was nice when it's Valentine's, Mother's Day,
Easter, Christmas.
We did not sleep. Father's Day, all
Right.
them holidays, we did
Right.
not sleep. Them orders were coming in left and right. Great business, great money. We took a lot of money to start it, and it made a lot of money.
But we made a lot of money. We brought a lot of money back into it. I wish there was something that we could keep doing, but unfortunately we moved into different space. But never ever lose sight of what you're doing.
Right.
Never lose sight. We still have that, and we'll put it back into play when we get the space. We clearly don't have the space, but you always got to remain consistent. And that was one thing you did. Every time an order came in, you were like, "Ooh, I got to get on it. I got to get
take
on
it to
it."
another
So
level.
your
What else can I
hustle,
do?
your hustle got to be hard.
I had to
for
set myself from the rest. I mean, there was a lot of people out there making cake pops.
Right.
Nathan want to buy mine, you know.
Right.
I mean, I had love in my
The
cake
bad
pops.
part about it is you don't even eat cake
I
pops.
don't. I never tasted one of them.
So she made all
So
these
that's
cake
probably what
pops
made them
and didn't
good.
even,
You never ate them because, I mean.
What if
know
I
what
told
they-
you they was nasty?
Girl, bye. I know they were nasty because you ate them all.
I did.
You
I
were
did.
disgusting.
I ate them so much that I don't even like them anymore. So if you make cake pops, I'm like, ugh.
But I just didn't do cake pops. I did pretzel sticks, Rice Krispie treats. We did all
Right.
kind of stuff.
Cookies,
I mean,
strawberries.
people were asking me for stuff. I was like, girl, I don't know how to do this, but let me get on YouTube and see what I can find out.
Right.
YouTube is a great teacher. If you want to, even when you're starting a business, just go on there and look and see what it's about. Kind of do your homework first before you jump
Before
right
you
on in.
invest your
You know,
money.
you gotta take notes, take your time, invest.
Yeah, that
You
is
know?
true. You do have to invest, and then you always have to remain consistent. Like I said before, you got to do it every day. That's why I'm constantly posting pictures of my haircuts and making sure people know that I'm on it. Yes, I'm in business. Yes, I'm doing this. And sometimes I kind of slip away from it, but then I come back in and I come hard. You know what I'm saying? And it's very, very important to always remain professional. I don't know how many times we have walked into businesses where stuff was not professional. When you're running your own business, it's very important for people to see your professionalism. Don't show up with all this different color
Right.
hair and your nails all
Don't be
long
late.
and ghetto.
Talking about, oh, they
and-
waiting. Why your clients there before you?
Right.
Like,
and, yeah.
I mean, that sets the volume, and you be telling me, don't be so last minute. Oh, I'm gonna be late for these appointments.
That's because that's the worst thing. The thing is, you're late if you're on time. So never show up anywhere on time.
I show up on time.
No, then you're late.
No,
Yes.
I'll be on time.
No, you're late.
The show's on time.
Old boy said it on Drumline. You're late if you're on time. So if you show up somewhere and you're supposed to be there at 10, you need to get there at 9:30, get there at 9:45. You need to show people that you know how to be on
I'm
time.
still learning. I've
You-
gotten better
Since when?
since we got together.
Were we on time today?
Yes.
My. Wow.
You know what? Don't
Y'all will learn. Everybody else
Don't
will
do
learn.
that.
My family, number one. We gonna get off subject.
They tell us
What
they tell us a time so we can get there on that time because they know we're gonna be late. So by the time we make it, everybody getting there.
Or they have us spend the night at their house because the event is the next day. So they're like, hey, why don't y'all come spend the night with us? And we're
They
like,
do.
okay. So when the family walks in, they're like, oh, y'all are on time. No, we spent the night. Yeah, so we a little bit, you're a work in progress. We're going to keep working on
Keep working.
you. We are.
I'm getting better.
But you do have to be timely. That is one thing
I be
I
on time
can't.
for work. I don't need
No. When you're running a business, just like right now, I have been loving the fact that you are working from home. for the
I'm
simple
late
fact
today. Working from home. How you be late working? From
we
home?
share a car, and when she has to go to the office, we are late. I am late. My clients beat me to the shop, and that is one thing that I cannot stand. I do not want my client to walk into their shop and my door and lights are locked and closed.
But
No.
Erica, why do I work
No.
from home and I'm still late? The only thing I do is walk from one room to the other.
And baby, I shout every morning, thank ya! Yeah, because I don't have to be late, and my clients won't be waiting at the door.
Know what?
So, a part of being a real boss, you're going to learn how to be timely.
And you know what? That's true.
You
do
got
have
to learn
your
how to
time.
be timely.
But I'm a last minute person. I'm a person that works great under pressure. And you know that.
Okay, I see that because
I can't plan anything out.
But that's important when you want to be.
I mean,
a
if you wanna be a boss, you gotta be your
have to
home-
be able to
You
plan.
do have to do your homework and you do have to be able to plan in order to start your business. But me,
You can't wait till 2
Everybody-
days before the event.
I did with K-pop and made it pop successful.
You did, but do you know how you stressed me out? You stressed me the hell out, woman. That was crazy.
But I'm just saying, everybody you have to learn. Everybody has to do stuff in their own way. Like you're a planner, everything paper, black and white. You
Oh,
know,
baby,
see it.
yes,
You
you
write.
got- you
see it.
have
Me,
to
no,
be.
I have a great memory. Everything is in my brain. I know what I need to do, and that's how I keep you organized. You ask me stuff.
Girl, but sometimes you be getting on my damn nerves
I
with
be like,
this.
Erica, don't. I be like, Erica, don't do that.
And then you be telling me no all the time. I'm supposed to tell you yeah, and I'll be trying to get myself together with the business, and you're like, no, you don't need that. That just works my last
But
nerve.
even your clients know they.
Black mamas be like, shut up. Shut your mouth.
But your clients call me. They be like, hey, we know Erica gonna forget. Like,
But they call me
what's
too.
your-
Don't just make it seem like,
I mean, they do, but they back door and call me too. Shantae, just make sure you put this on schedule.
you know what.
Because they
you
know
should-
in order to get you there, what they gotta do.
Call me. Call me.
Erica,
Call me.
we're gonna be honest here on this
Call
show.
me.
If they need to get you somewhere, what do
Y'all
they
know
have to
y'all
do?
can call me. Don't even do that. Y'all know y'all can call me. So I'm lying?
Yes,
I don't lie. I don't lie. I don't steal. I don't do none of that.
that's that black mama home you grew up in.
Hey,
No.
hush up with all them lies. You're lying. Yeah, your mama say you're lying. Hush that up. Anyway, but that's what it takes to be a boss, y'all. It takes following your passion, developing a business plan. You have to dedicate time, energy, and money into it. You always have to remain consistent, and professionalism is the number one key if you ask
Remain
me.
professional.
But don't ever think that y'all can't do it, because you can. All it takes is you to believe in yourself and believe that your passion can get you wherever it is. Use your creativity.
Right.
Be open-minded.
Yeah.
Don't let anything stop you from, becoming the successful person that you are. It feels good not to work for anybody. It's always a good thing to keep yourself uplifted. And a good support system.
No, yes, and let me tell you another thing.
good support system.
A major thing. If you have a business and it's running, do not settle for what you built this empire.
Ooh,
and you just
honey,
wanna settle.
'cause I got that
But
bad.
Erica just settles. I won't let her just settle because she works so hard to get her business to the level that it's at.
Right.
Do not settle. It is okay. Take your time if you need a little extra time, but do not settle.
Yeah.
You just can't settle. Oh, I'm just gonna jump in this shop just cause. No, don't do that.
I mean, but sometimes you have to.
No, you
Sometimes you feel like you have to.
No.
Sometimes I feel like I have
I'm just
to.
saying, but that's where I come in and like, Erica, no, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna take our time and stuff like that.
And that's
You
when
can't
Mama
settle.
Bub be getting a little defensive too. I be like, no, that kind of angers me sometimes. I know you be right, but then I'm gonna give it to you. I know you be right sometimes, but
Do
it's
not
just
settle. That's
sometimes
amazing.
you may have to get to where you're going. But I'm not saying that's the most, number one thing. It's just not. The rule of thumb is don't settle, but then sometimes people feel like
I mean,
they
we
have
have
to.
some situations we have to examine the situation. But again, don't sell yourself short and don't settle.
Well, you settle waiting on me.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Cause you want your look. You waited on me.
I did.
You
You
waited.
said, look, I ain't want nobody. I was like, okay, I'll wait. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with waiting. I had nothing going on.
You was waiting. You got some patience.
Yeah, you know that.
No, you don't.
I don't have patience. I
Yep.
have more patience than you.
Nah. Nah.
Erica,
No.
We're gonna be honest
No.
on this show.
I'm not lying. We are being honest.
You got more patience than me.
I have a lot of patience with you. How about that? I have a lot of patience
True.
with
I
you.
mean, I'm a different
Because, honey child, let me tell y'all something. This
I'm a
one
different
right
breed.
here, my little wife right here, she is one difficult individual. And honey,
I'm
my
not
patience.
difficult. I just like quality. I'm not settling.
But you don't have to be difficult in the process.
Ah.
Because you're very difficult at times, Shantae. And everybody and their mama know it.
Don't nobody know that.
Black mamas be like, girl, hush. That is for real.
Mm.
So that's what that is. But anyway, I have a question for you.
I don't want to answer it.
You don't.
What's the question?
I'm hungry.
You hungry?
You want something to eat?
Do you want something to eat?
You want something to eat? You don't want no Cavs catering?
Cavs catering.
Ooh,
Oh,
baby.
Cavs
Dog.
catering, good, honey.
It is. I ordered me 3 days this coming up week. Ooh, baby, because she got some.
Shout out to Coco that be cooking, honey.
Hey, Coco, she be cooking, and she's got that Cavs catering, y'all. And if I tell you every day,
This
she
week.
has a menu for the whole week. She has some good stuff coming this week. Y'all, she will deliver
Deliver to you,
she
yeah.
will deliver the place to you. And if I tell y'all, her place be so good and I don't have to cook. And we know Shantae ain't gonna cook. So you gotta get you some. Y'all
Hey,
gotta try it.
order Cavs Catering. I mean, her menu is amazing.
Right.
You can send her an email. You can hit her up on Facebook. She does reply.
Mhm.
She only has her delivery fee is only $4. That's cheaper than probably
$4? Wait,
$4
$4?
flat. Yes.
$4 or $4?
No, $4.
$4. $4?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, but her food is really good, y'all. And then she has salads that she
You can
makes
order
that
daily.
you can order.
Monday to Friday. You can do any
Some
type.
big hefty
chicken,
salads.
Good salads.
Yeah, big hefty
So
salads.
just make sure you order from Cavs Catering. Shout out to her. She's a big sponsor of the McDays, and we love her.
Yeah, we do. And thank you so much, Coco, for being one of our #1 sponsors. You've always supported us from the beginning. We truly, truly appreciate everything that you do for us. And you best believe it, as long as you in that kitchen, we gonna keep eating.
We are.
Oh, we should do a commercial. That was good.
Cavs Catering.
Cavs Catering.
But let me tell you though, like even when she got her name, Cavs. The C is for Coco.
Okay.
The A is for her beautiful wife Ashley. And then the B is for Bailey, their
Uh-huh.
daughter, their
Right.
soon to be 9-year-old daughter.
Right.
And the S is for her mom Shay. So
Right.
how cute.
Which is
Put it
really
all
a number
together.
5 on
Right.
the what you call it, the number 5. So I think they call it 5 or something, isn't it?
Mhm.
Well, she said it was a 5. That's what they call mom. But anyway,
But yeah.
shout out to Coco.
Shout out to
Coco, we
Coco.
appreciate you so much. Thank you for cooking for us. And trust and believe, our next event you will be catering. So get your kitchen ready. We coming for it. We coming for it.
Right.
We
I'm
also
hungry.
want to. You hungry now?
Mhm.
Talking about it.
Yeah.
What we gonna eat for dinner?
Not Cavs Catering.
Can you?
Gonna cook on Sunday.
Cavs catering. We not gonna be able to.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna order a mean takeout.
What we gonna eat?
I don't know.
Texas Roadhouse.
Sure.
Okay. Or we can just call Burley and have him. We can
Shout
have
out to
him.
Broly.
Shout out to Burley, who's always cooking them good old greens. He be putting his foot.
Greens, beans,
Potato,
potatoes,
hey, hey, green bean, potato, get the? Oh,
Too
damn.
crunk.
I mean, you started that. You
did.
got me
You
crunk.
and you took over.
Anywho, so look, I have one more question.
Come on. Girl, where you going? Oh, these are my confessions.
Hey.
And all of these questions.
No,
Why you got all these questions?
I mean, cause you ain't asked me no questions. I gotta ask
I
you
did
questions.
ask
We
you
got an
questions.
hour on the show. We gotta tell everybody what's going on.
Come on,
So,
what's your question?
I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, no, for real. On the cool. So, in running these businesses, what made you change your mind about what you wanted to go to school for?
Because I felt like, I mean, I do love kids. I feel like kids were my passion. I did love to teach, don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But as I see us building this empire, and I have been out of the classroom for so long,
Mhm.
I feel like it's going to be hard to go back into
Okay.
something like that. But
Uh-huh.
I see myself, I'm more of an administrative assistant. I'm more of a backbone. I'm more of a organizing.
But Shantae, you good with them kids though. I give it to you, hands down.
I am.
You are
It takes
so
a special person.
It does.
It does, and I
It
do. I
does.
feel like that. I have seen a lot of my kids graduate,
Right.
and stuff like
That
that.
you brought up
I brought
from
up.
little,
Yes, I've taught
right.
them how to walk. They going to second, third, fourth grade,
Mhm.
and stuff like that. So I mean, I do look at their milestones, but that's just not my passion anymore. I like computers. I like jumping into stuff. I like organizing. I like
Right.
making sure everything's on point. So I just say, hey, I'm not going to spend all this money for something I really just don't want to do anymore.
So getting into your going in, because tomorrow you do start your new program
I do.
at school, and I'm proud of you. Congratulations
Thank
for
you.
Completing your first
4
year.
A's, 2 B's. Thank you.
With my help, thank you, because everybody know I be helping my boo. I help her.
Shout out to my backbone.
Hey, here we go.
You know what?
That's the backbone right here, down the middle. But anyway, I really am proud of you, and I'm glad that you did make the decision to make the change. You guys, if you're going to get into college and find a college education or get a college degree, make sure that it's something that you want to do. And we're going to use Shantae as an example for the simple fact she was going to school first to be a elementary school education, and now she changed to business administration. That also helps when it's come down to being a boss. If you have something in mind that you want to do, make sure that you're going to school for something that can be applied to running your business. It ain't easy.
It's not.
It's a tough road, but you have to make sure that you stick to the punch and you go to school for what you need to go to school for, not just what you want to go to school for. I wasted time myself going to school for things that I didn't that didn't apply to what I'm doing now.
Mm-hmm.
But I do use those skills. I'm a photographer. I do photo editing. I do some graphics. I cut hair. I used to be a musician. I don't tap into that anymore, but I'm very creative. I can draw on paper. It's a lot of things that you can do. Apply your creativity to whatever it is you are, and you can build your empire from there. And that's one thing that I'm glad that you could,
I mean,
look
it's
at the
good. I was
difference.
still in early. I mean, you spend all this money and you just want to, see it. You want to see the residuals from it. You want to see you build a business or a brand. And I saw us building our platinum brand.
Right.
And I was like, hey, look, business administration sounds really good. Not just for me, but for my household, for what we're trying to do in life,
Yeah,
and stuff
yeah.
like that. So I just felt like, hey, let's change my major. Let's jump on in.
Yeah, we're gonna jump on in. We'll jump on in. But I do appreciate you for supporting me, Shantae, because y'all, without a good support system, I really don't know what I would be doing right now. I was so almost quick to give up barbering.
Quick.
A few years back before I met Shantae. And if I tell you, she whipped me right on together just like a black mama would do. She whipped me right on back together. But at the end of the day, I appreciate her coming along and jumping on the boat with me. Sometimes you hook up with people and they're not on the same boat as you. Y'all not in the same book. Y'all ain't on the same chapter. And she jumped in the same book with me, hopped on that chapter, and we've been flipping pages ever since.
Yeah.
We've had ups, we've had downs. Just know that the important thing to remember in all of this is you will have ups and you will have downs. You'll be up on it sometimes you won't. She have always made sure that I stay up on it, even if it's things I don't want to hear. Cause girl, you be working my nerves
No, I
sometimes.
don't.
You do, but
It's
I
worth
love
it,
you
though.
for that. I love you for that, y'all. Sometimes you're gonna hear stuff you don't want to hear, but you gotta suck it up and be that strong woman and take it in like a strong woman and live by that and make sure that you surround yourself around people that are doing likewise. Cause honey, if you get in the wrong group of people, they will tear your world up, because we've experienced that.
Both of us, yeah.
We have experienced being around and being in a crowd of people that we didn't belong And that right there off the top just,
You can't take everybody with you. Everybody can't be with you. You,
Yeah,
know?
you
You really
can't.
find out who your true friends are when you start going climbing that
Ooh,
ladder.
you do.
You know what I'm saying? You're going to have your haters. You're going to have your supporters. You're going to have them people that try to bring you back down.
Right.
And you have to make sure you stay focused and make sure you're with the right crowd of friends, you know?
Yeah.
Because everybody's not built to be with you.
They not. And baby, you got to toss them suckers off the back of your caboose.
As you're climbing, they're
Toss
going
them
to fall.
off.
They're
Yeah.
going to start dropping like
They
flies.
are.
Trust me.
Or
We've
when-
had friends that dropped.
When you speed up, because
Yeah.
sometimes you can hop on that sucker and be going flying, and a couple of people are flying off the back. That just means them people that need to be in your life, them people that need to be around you, those people who's gonna hold you back. And at the end of the day, you got to learn how to distinguish who needs to be in your life and who doesn't. And we have learned the easy way, and we've learned the hard way.
And I mean, sometimes it is hard. It's hard to let go. You know, you see friends like, look, every time I get with this person,
Who would
this
your
person
little
start
forgiving
bringing me-
self?
I
Ugh.
know. That's the cancer in me.
But it ain't nothing wrong with that.
I do forgive.
That's the God
I
in
mean,
you
my
too.
thing is, I can forgive all day long. I don't have to forget, and I don't
Right.
have to let you take me there.
Right.
But I can. I mean, I have a forgiving spirit.
Right, you do. You do.
I
And
teach you that.
baby, I already know that. I just have that.
I teach you that because, baby,
Baby, because I'm a little
fireball,
fireball, honey. When I blow up, I blow up the city, you know. But on a serious note, we do thank all of y'all for listening to us. It's not quite time for us to go. I do want to touch on one more subject, and this is very touchy, you guys, because right now we're going through a crazy pandemic. We cannot forget about the crazy pandemic that we're going through. With all this corona, COVID-19, whatever you want to call it. We have a special guest that will be coming on to our show next week. I'm not going to say any names. I'm not going to put her name out there yet, but we have a special guest that's going to come in next week, and we're going to talk about this George Floyd story. This story is very crucial and very serious to us, and I'm saying us as black people because this has really, the injustice in the situation have really, really blown the cap off of the world, not just the U.S., but the world.
Everybody.
We are in a nation that is furious of the injustice. It's gotta stop. It has to stop. But y'all, it's important to know that when situations like this happen, we cannot act out on animal-like ways. And don't take this the wrong way, but we have to protest. There's nothing wrong with protesting. There's nothing wrong with getting out there and standing up for our rights, but there's certain ways to do it. There's a time and place for everything.
Right.
Destroying and being destructive to the city and the businesses that are in our communities
Right.
has nothing
to do with that.
to do with it. If you're gonna protest and you're gonna stand up for your rights, do it peacefully. George Floyd lost his life. We don't know the full situation, but a cop killed him, and he killed him in a very disturbing way. It pissed me off. It upsets me all at the same time, y'all. This is very serious. Even my wife have come to me and said some things like, it's just not right.
It's not. I mean, like over a counterfeit $10 bill, like
That
they
she
it
thought.
was counterfeit, and it wasn't counterfeit. But my thing is, what gives you the right to put your knee in somebody's neck for
And
8
take
minutes?
their life.
And take their life. Like, what gives you that right? Regardless, you're supposed to be protecting us as a country. I mean, you took the oath to, protect us, and now we don't feel protected
There's no
anymore.
trust.
So
It's
now
no
you got
trust.
people out there watching cops, like on the sidelines, just to make sure don't nothing happen.
Right.
Like, and it shouldn't be that way. You took an oath when you signed up to be a cop or whatever.
Yeah.
And so it makes me, even being black, young black man, like when you're raising these kids, like these kids are seeing you.
So you have to
So
warn
you have
them.
to warn them. You have to teach
to.
them, and stuff like this. And I'm just not for it. So I just stay in the house.
Right. Well, well, you do have to stay in the house sometimes, but we
Right.
can't let stuff like that scare us away. The frustration of the black community right now, I think, honestly, this is just my opinion, but it has gotten out of hand. I know that we're frustrated from what happened.
Right.
The way that George lost his life, seeing the video brings me to tears. It does, because nobody, no black man, no young black man, old black man deserves to be targeted in the way that he was targeted. It was wrong for if he was on his neck with his knee and he's telling you I can't breathe, that's almost like rape. You tell me telling you no, stop, don't, and you still doing what you want to do.
My thing is, and you had your colleagues right there with you.
You did.
They on each corner.
They were supporting the fact.
It wasn't like you were by yourself and you stopped this person by yourself and you didn't have backup. You had people on each corner. It was 4 different cops out there.
It was.
And
it
I
was
mean,
4
nobody.
different
So
cops.
if you heard the man screaming, saying, "Hey, look, I can't breathe," why you didn't help him? Hey, maybe you want to ease up or something like this. Like it was your duty to your show coworker. Like,
which made them just
help him.
as guilty.
Right.
But the officer that killed him, so far, is the only one that has been charged with murder.
Right.
Now, because to me, if you in the car with me and I commit a crime, you're going to be charged for
But
the
I feel
same
like if
daggone
it was
thing I'm
us,
being
if the
charged
tables
with.
was turned and it was a black officer and it was a white person, everybody
It would have been
involved
totally
would have
different.
been but we all would have been charged.
It would
like
have been.
all the way around the board, no questions asked,
Right.
no riots, no protests, no nothing. It wouldn't have been just they throwing the book at us, all of them.
Right. And the trauma that people of color experience in this country from the daily indignities is just to extreme violence, y'all, it's horrible. And the only way that we can change that is if we stand together. There needs to be some sort of organization to how we're going to stand up for the injustice and stand up for black people, y'all. We have to learn how to do things differently. It's horrible to me that this happened. We will do a part 2 series next week because the person that we're bringing in has a lot of insight and it's from a totally different perspective.
Right.
And it's important that we as a people stand up and we speak about it, because if we don't speak about it, we can't be heard. But we do I want to say, destroying community businesses. I know that there was white people involved in setting fires and
Right.
all these smoke bombs and all this extra stuff that's going on. All these cities are out of whack. So we know that it's going to happen, but you guys destroying the fucking country is not what we're supposed to do when we're protesting to stand up for our rights.
Well, my thing is, what
That-
happened to the coronavirus? Like
Everybody
the
overlooked
news,
that.
Everybody, ain't nobody worried about the coronavirus no more. We all
Right.
out here acting crazy.
Right.
Acting crazy. I mean, you down there at the jailhouse. I'm talking about they calling in SWAT. We looking crazy. Like
Right.
as of right now, I have
Right.
a friend that works in there, and they're on a lockdown. He will not be able to get off work today
Right.
because y'all down there acting crazy.
Yeah.
It's okay to protest. I'm not saying don't go stand up for your rights, but it's a way to do things.
Yeah, it is a way to do
Like people on the inside should not have to feel like they have to call the SWAT team in because they feel like something's gonna happen.
Right.
Or they're gonna set the jail on fire.
But they're
or
just
something's
out
gonna
there.
happen.
We're just out there standing up for our rights, and all that we're trying to get our point across is walk with us.
Walk with us.
You know, and it's hard for us to walk out our doors every day being the color that we are and being targeted all the time. It's hard for us to put trust in the police force
Right.
when y'all are killing us. So we scared. You know what
That's
I'm saying?
what I'm saying. So we have to watch out. So we have to police the police.
Right.
And it shouldn't have to be that way. Yeah,
It
the
shouldn't.
police get paid to protect us.
To
They
protect.
take an oath when they're
Right.
they're doing this business. They're in this job, this field, and
Right.
stuff like that. So now they have to protect their families. I mean, these are still people,
Yeah.
you know, and stuff. And people not understanding that.
Yeah.
Like I get it. I understand that it's a way. I'm stand up for what's right, but it's
Right.
a right and wrong way to do things.
Yeah, it is. I agree with you, y'all. It's just we have to call an end to the needless destruction and stand up peacefully and do what we need to do. But you guys, this is such an interesting story. There's a lot going on behind this. A lot of cities are having to be shut down.
They on curfew.
Yeah, they're on curfews
I mean,
and stuff
it's
like
just,
that.
It's really ridiculous.
It is, but we will continue this conversation definitely on next week, and we hope that you guys tune in. We thank you so much for tuning in, y'all. This is our edutainment. This is the way that we communicate at home.
Right.
So you're gonna learn a little bit, you're gonna laugh a little bit, you're gonna learn some things, and we're gonna grow together, y'all.
Right.
Make sure that y'all check us out on social media.
Oh,
Ta-da!
really? You forgot?
Recording live.
You know what?
Channel 5 News.
Make sure you follow us on our YouTube channel. It's called The McDade Experience. Also, make sure you follow us on social media. Facebook is going to be Erica, Erika, Shante McDade. And also on Instagram, it's The McDade Experience. So make sure you follow us on all of our social media platforms. Make sure you also tune in next week to www.kmwi km-media.com. Make sure you click that live stream button.
Click, click.
You know, and you can watch us live on here 6 p.m. Sunday. We will be back Sunday.
Oh yeah,
we sorry.
So we apologize for that, you guys.
You know, we had to take a little break, but we're sorry about last week. But we will be back next Sunday for sure.
Yes.
At 6 p.m. So make sure you do log on. You're definitely gonna want to tune in next week. Our special guest is somebody very special to us, and I'm pretty sure
plays an important part in our community.
And
too.
you're gonna want to hear like her side. So
right.
Make sure you do tune in. You know. So hey, Erica.
Don't talk to me.
I'm sorry.
Then don't touch me. Don't spend my money. Don't think that you finna keep getting my deposits every day.
Ooh, girl, Coco, I need my play, girl. She already paid for them.
Yeah, I did pay. And baby, look, when you deliver them plates, can I get a soda next time?
You know what?
I need a drink.
We got plenty of drinks.
Can I have some of your drink?
Here you go.
Oh yeah.
You know what? Again,
but I didn't catch that. I don't remember what you said about how you could find us on where.
Our social media.
Can you repeat that?
I can, just for you, the slow people. So
Did you just call me slow?
Very.
Okay.
Slow.
Negative.
So
Go ahead and
make sure
repeat
you do
that.
follow us on our social media platforms.
Say it slower.
Okay, so on YouTube, we're going to do The McDade Experience on YouTube. That will pull up our channel. You can find this videos there uploaded. Also, you're going to find us on Instagram at The McDade Experience as well. Make sure you click that follow button. I do upload pictures some days, every day.
And our videos be up on there
And
too.
on our Facebook as well. You can find us on there, Erica and Shantae. Well, Erica Shantae McDade on Facebook.
You messed that up. Say it again.
ERIKASHUNTA on Facebook. So you can make sure you can request us a friend request. We update stuff on there, upload stuff on there.
Yeah, and I just want to kick one more shout out to all my clients once again. Through the pandemic, you guys have really supported me, and I truly, truly appreciate that. Platinum Barber Studio is my life. That's my baby.
It's our life.
It's my life. But I love you guys. We thank y'all so much for tuning in. We really, really do want y'all to tune in next week. We have a special guest coming. Do not forget to watch us on www.kmwi-media.com. You can find us live there Sundays at 6 p.m.
Make sure you click that live stream button.
Click, click. All right. We love y'all. Talk to y'all later. Bye.
Things unexpected. I even lost my temper over misreading a message. See, first it was this and that was soon to follow. Waiting on the weekend like my turn at the Apollo. Rub the wood, it's our Good Friday turn tonight. Gather up my girls and we gon' start the party right. Loving how I'm living like the sky is the limit. Whatever it is to get into, you know it gon' be in it. Ladies, if you feel me, put your glass to